Major League Soccer Chicago Fire vs Real Salt Lake prediction, team news, lineups preview. MLS returns with a fresh set of fixtures as Chicago Fire and Real Salt Lake go head-to-head at the Soldier Field Stadium on Saturday evening. While the visitors head into the weekend looking to snap their two-game winless run, the men in red set out in search of a third consecutive home win for the first time since July 2023. Match preview. Chicago Fire were guilty of a lack of sting at the attacking end of the pitch last weekend when they played out a goalless draw with New York Red Bulls at the Red Bull Arena. Despite having the numerical advantage after Andres Reyes received his marching orders in the 42nd minute, the men in red failed to threaten the hosts before settling for a share of the spoils. Frank Klopa's men now return home where they have picked up 2 wins in their first 3 matches this season, losing 2-1 against FC Cincinnati on March 3 before claiming successive victories over Montreal and Houston Dynamo, respectively. Chicago Fire have picked up 9 wins from their opening 8 MLS matches to sit 11th in the Eastern Conference standings, but could move level with 5th-placed Cincinnati with all 3 points this weekend. Over in Utah, Real Salt Lake were involved in a share of the spoils for a second consecutive game as they played out a goalless draw with Columbus Crew last weekend. Prior to that, Pablo Mastrini's side were denied a third win on the Spin on April 7 when they played out a 1-1 draw with 10-man Minnesota United at Allianz Field. While Real Salt Lake will be looking to return to winning ways this weekend, they have failed to win 5 of their last 6 MLS away matches, losing 3 and picking up 2 draws since the playoffs in October. However, they journey to Soldier Field, where they have failed to win any of their last 3 visits, losing twice and claiming 1 draw since scraping a 2-1 victory in May 2015. Real Salt Lake's most recent MLS clash against Chicago Fire came in October 2021, when they fell to a 1-0 defeat courtesy of a first-half effort from Slovenian forward Robert Barria. With 12 points from 8 games, the Claret and Cobalt are currently 4th in the Western Conference standings, level on points with 5th-placed Colorado Rapids and 3 points off league leaders LA Galaxy. Team news. Chicago Fire will take to the pitch without American defender Andrew Gutman, who has been sidelined since sustaining a hamstring injury against Philadelphia Union back in February. He is joined on the club's injury table by experienced defender Chase Gasper, who is set to sit out his 4th game on the bounce after suffering a leg injury in March. Real Salt Lake will have to cope without the duo of Marcelo Silva and midfielder Pablo Ruiz, who have been ruled out through hamstring and knee injuries respectively. American defender Kevin Bonilla continues his lengthy spell on the sidelines, while Eric Holt is currently recuperating from a hamstring problem that he picked up back in February. Ecuadorian striker Anderson Julio is a doubt for the visitors due to a minor injury, and we expect experienced forward Christian Arango to lead the attack this weekend once again. Chicago Fire possible starting lineup: Brady, Suquet, Pineda, Chichos, Aragoni, Acosta, Herbers, Kautsias, Shaqiri, Mueller, Kuipers. Real Salt Lake possible starting lineup: McMath, Brody, Glad, Vera, Catranis, Ojeda, Eneli, Gomez, Crooks, Luna, Arango. We say, Chicago Fire 1-1 Real Salt Lake. Real Salt Lake have put together a fine run of form and will be looking to extend their 4-game undefeated run this weekend. However, Chicago Fire have been solid at home so far, and we predict that they will hold out for a share of the spoils. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.